G'day folks, MBS here. Look, I'm going to do a review, not a typical review, of a Hi-lux. I've got no data, I've got no proof, so I figured that probably one way I could do a review on this is to get someone else's opinion, and that's the owner's. Now, he doesn't know what I'm up to. He is sound asleep at the moment, getting a shut eye. And I did tell him about 2 months ago that we should pull these Hi-lux out and see if it makes any difference. But I thought I'd wait, quite a while, let that disappear out of his head so he doesn't get a placebo effect. So basically what I'm going to do, without his knowledge, take the intake duct off and remove the Hi-lux that are in there. Okay, there's two of them. There's one inside the snorkel here, and there's another one still sitting inside the intake manifold. I'm going to remove them, put it back together, not say a word, and see what he says, see if he picks up any difference at all. Now, Hi-lux have claimed that they give you about 10 to 20% better fuel economy. Yeah, right. Nah, I can tell you right now, a device like this won't do that, but what I'm more interested in is if there's a power difference, okay? So these Hi-lux, they're like the undercarby ones I did a review on my website, and I'll show you my website address to go and have a bit of a read up of those really old school ones. But they've developed from undercarburetor to now fitting them in the air snorkel and disrupting the airflow, getting turbulence rather than creating turbulence on fuel and air like the undercarby ones would. So yeah, this is the best I can do, a review on these things. So I can't give you any fuel economy data, I can't give you power data, I can't give you anything really. All we're going by here is the owner's feeling, alright? That's all I've got to go by, to see if he actually noticed a difference. Because if he knew I was doing this, if I refreshed his memory, obviously we're going to get a placebo effect. He's forever going to ask me, have you changed it, have you changed it? And that's not the result I want. I want a total surprise. I'm just going to put it back together with these removed and say nothing. Alright, just wait a couple of weeks. So in a couple of weeks, maybe 2, 3 weeks, 4 weeks time, I will put another video up of the result. Okay, I could have tacked it on the end of this video, waited a month before I posted it, but I thought this way I'll get something out. You can sit back and wait for me to do another video on it to see if there was any appreciable difference. Alright, but horsepower or a feel of extra pull or less pull is what we're after, see if he actually notices the difference. Alright, so I'm going to pull these things out and we'll go from there. Okay, removed. 2 Hi-lux. This is basically what they look like, guys. If you've never seen one before, just sits into the air snorkel or the air intake. They do have these available that will fit straight on top of a carburetor. I've seen a couple of them get around. So yeah, we're about to see if, I think these things are worth about 50 bucks or something. See if they live up to the hype. Just to see if it's noticeable, because if you look at the reviews on these things, everyone's saying, yeah, wow, good power increase, my economy's gone up. Well, I say bullshit to that. I think it's placebo effect and not tested properly, okay? To know if these things give you better fuel economy, you would have had to have kept a record of fuel economy out of each tank of fuel for the last 12 months. Or if you're in a workshop, you could probably work that out in about 15 minutes. But yeah, that's the way I used to do it in the old days. That's how I tested those undercarby ones. I measured the exact quantity of fuel that went through the car or the engine in a 5 kilometre distance at a certain speed. And I did that at 2 speeds. So if you look up my website, the review on the undercarb, not a Hi-lux, I think they were called fuel savers, you'll get the results of that. I'm expecting that maybe these will be pretty close, maybe somewhere around 5% increase in fuel economy, maybe. Like I said, I can't prove it, so I'm not going there with that one. What we are after is driver reaction without him knowing that I've removed them. Alright, so hope you stay tuned and come back maybe in, oh, who knows, anywhere from 3 weeks to 4 weeks time. I will post the result and it should be pretty well short and sweet. Alright, catch you then.